right, hello everybody, and welcome to another edition of the John Cooper Group My VIY Community Profile. Today I'm super excited. I get to sit in this incredible location, and today we're going to get to learn a little more about Jodie Lucas and the Rusted Rake restaurant out here in Nanuce. So Jodie, first of all, thanks for having us into your beautiful establishment.
You're welcome.
Don't think we could have picked a better day and a nicer spot. You're gonna have trouble getting me out of here when we're done. Yeah, so what a beautiful property. We're big fans of this. I was mentioning before, I come here with the family all the time, love everything you guys do, but I wanted to kind of learn a little bit more about what inspired you to start this. And so we always start these the same way. I'm curious, you could have started a business like this in a lot of different spots on the globe, and you chose to set it up here in central Vancouver Island in Nanuce. What kind of inspired that?
Both my husband and I, our families live in Nanuce. My husband's family's been here for over 50 years.
Wow.
And my family's been here for 27 years. So it felt like the right fit for us. Family was all here, and
yeah.
It was just the right spot for us to set up base. And the farm came up on the market as a foreclosure, and the price was right, so
nice.
We went for it.
Cool.
Yeah.
And so, do you have a background in this space, either farming or service sector, or?
Well, I grew up on a small little hobby farm up north for quite a few years as a young kid. So that was sort of my beginning stages of life, and my earliest memories were being on the farm with the chickens and the ducks and eating out of the garden.
Yeah.
So that was sort of my first memories on this planet. And then my first job was in the restaurant industry, and I've done it ever since, and that was 14 years old. And yeah, so I've been doing this my whole life.
Perfect fit for this.
Yeah.
So I was saying here, I often hear businesses like yours referred to, and it's a big trend right now, is the whole buzzword sort of farm to table. And I was thinking, like, you're more like table to farm here. You've kind of brought the restaurant to the farm. So I feel like that's super cool. Tell me a little bit about the farm. Like, what in terms of farm activity, what goes on here on the farm?
We are a small diversified farm, so we are just over 18 acres, and we have 2 head of cattle we keep on during the spring and summer months. We also have our own 600 blueberry bushes. We have a 1,400 square foot greenhouse, which just is pumping out tomatoes and cucumbers right now. And then we have our market vegetable garden, which is just full of carrots, beets, cabbage, onions, garlic, you name it, we grow it, herbs. And then of course we have our 5 acres of barley, which will be in the production for our microbrewery, which we're starting up.
Super cool.
Yeah.
Do you ever do farm tours or anything?
Yeah, a little bit. We're not quite at that stage yet.
Because I have a daughter that would love nothing more than to see how you guys produce all the food around here.
Yeah, I mean, we have. I've done little tours here and there with for people, but yeah, I mean, it's open for walks when anyone shows interest. We definitely are very proud of what we've done and how much work we've put into it. So we're always willing to show it off.
So in my household, your quinoa cupcakes are legendary.
Yes.
But we might be a small part of the market. What are some of the dishes here that you guys are really renowned for?
Oh, for food items, well, we are only breakfast. We do breakfast, lunch, and baked goods. So if I were to pick one from each menu right now, or from each sort of what we do with the chicken and waffles for our breakfast menu is to die for, and it's done with like a spicy blueberry ketchup and a creme fraiche, and it's just,
oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's packs a punch. And then from our lunch menu, our chicken club sandwich is by far is the most popular item, but for me personally, I prefer the farmer's bowl because it really just resonates what we do and what we grow, and it's just from the farm. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So how long have you guys been in business in this location?
We're coming up on 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so for those that don't know, we are on Northwest Bay Road, so we're just between North Nanaimo and South Parksville, what about not even a kilometer down Northwest Bay Road from the Petro Can, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So obviously running a business like this is a lot of work, and let alone a restaurant. I mean, I hear about how hard farming is. I hear how hard running restaurants is. You've chosen to do both. And so when you need to recharge and recover from all the hard work here, what do you and the family like to do?
Well, when we can, we try to get on a plane and fly far, far away. But if we have the time and it's just a couple of days, then we like to just tour. Our favorite spot on the island is the Cowichan Valley. It's just, there's a lot of what we do in the Cowichan Valley, and so it gives us a time to recharge. It gives us a lot of opportunity to get creative and see other ideas and see what other small-scale farmers are doing and other small-scale restaurants are doing on similar land. And it's supporting local island. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, Jodie, thanks for inviting us into your awesome establishment today.
Thank you.
So great to learn more about what you're doing here and your passion for everything that you do. And for our listeners, if you guys happen to be in the Central Island area, highly encourage you, make sure you save some time to head down to Northwest Bay Road to the Rusted Rake Farm here in the Noose. And I'm going to go hit up the bakery now and grab a few goods to go. And thanks so much for joining us today.
You're welcome.
Your farm.